I'm Dr. Rubisha, and today we have something different and interesting. So there is this series that is going viral now, and it is called Better Call Saul. And I almost forgot what happened in previous seasons, so I watched recap. If you want me to do reaction for that as well, tell me in the comment section and I'll hop on it. So today we will be watching episode 13, the last episode of season 6 for Better Call Saul, and I couldn't be more excited. So before that, if you're new here, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and if you want to support us, please be our member and buy the merch. Link is in my description. So without delaying, let's get right into the video. Okay, here we go.
Sitting on $7 million here, literally. And I say we take it, split it 50-50, take off. It's not ours. Could be. I know some people who would have a problem with that. Them? Don't worry about them. You feeling right? First thing we do, take $6 million and build a time machine. Those people that you're worried about, they would never find us. Where would you go first, huh? You look like a history buff, right? What, would you go to Civil War times or ancient Rome? Oh, Christ. December 8, 2001. Why? No. March 17th, 1984. Day I took my first bribe. And then I go forward. There's some people I'd like to check on in 5 or 10 years. Make sure they're doing okay. You. It's easy. May 10, 1965. That's the day Warren Buffett took over at Berkshire Hathaway. I figure, got $1 million left from building the time machine, so I take my half and just stick it into Berkshire. And then I come back here and I'm a billionaire. Is there such a thing as a trillionaire? That's it, buddy. What else? Nothing you change.
Mary, are you still there?
Yes, it's a little car. Beige. I don't know the make. 64 FT6. He's headed south towards Curtis. Oh, please get him.
That 1029 Neha Saturn Aura?
That is correct. Saturn Aura, Nebraska 6-4, Paul, Franco. Male, late 40s, about 5'11", 180 pounds.
Who's gonna get caught? Run, Forrest, run.
Anybody home?
Hello, Krista. It's Gene. Sorry, I wasn't in this morning. Did you open up okay? I'm fine. Could you do me a favor? The week's rotation needs to be posted by 3. Could you handle that? Oh, one more thing. Just call the main office. The number is on the bulletin board, and let them know you're gonna need a new manager. This is how they get you. 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 I need another phone call! Another phone call!
William Oakley and Associates. Trust Experience. Trust Oakley. Bill Oakley speaking.
Trust Experience, Trust Oakley. I like that. It's catchy. You know who this is, right?
Saul?
You got it, buddy.
What are you, what are you doing? You know I'm gonna have to report this call.
Oh, calm down, Junior. The cops know all about the call. They're probably listening in. The fact is, I'm standing in the middle of a police station as we speak.
So they finally caught you.
Listen, this is your lucky day. I am talking to Saul Goodman's new advisory council.
What?
Keep up, Bill. You hit the jackpot.
Advisory Council?
This puts you on the map, amigo. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna grab a flight to Omaha, Nebraska ASAP. Yeah, there's nothing direct, so you're gonna have to connect through Houston.
Wait, who's paying for this?
You are. Listen, you hear that?
Hear what?
Bang, bang. That's opportunity knocking. Get off your ass and answer the door. Okay, on your way to the airport,
Wait,
you make some calls.
Even supposing hypothetically, I'd be willing to take this on.
Willing? Bill, this is a career maker. Get real, you're doing this.
The DA has a warehouse of evidence against you. I can't even begin to imagine what the feds are sitting on.
No matter who your lawyer is, you are screwed. So I gotta ask, where do you see this ending? Where do I see it ending? With me on top, like always.
Rico.
Not 5, not 10, but 27 predicate violations. Federal conspiracy to manufacture and distribute a controlled substance. On this scale, life sentence, stat max.
Money laundering.
8 counts, 20 years each, 160 years, stat max. We'll argue for consecutive sentencing. Accessory after the fact to multiple murders, including 2 decorated federal officers, 15 years each. By our count, that's life plus
190.
life plus 190 years.
They were shot dead and left in a hole in the desert.
And you helped the two-faced, poisonous bastard behind it all. For what? Money. You did it all for money. No matter what they do with you now, no matter where they put you or for how long, it will never be enough. Mrs. Schrader, the loss that you've suffered, it's unspeakable. I met your husband a few times. He was a man who stood by his word and was very good at his job. A straight shooter. You and he are victims. And so am I. Two years ago, a man came into my office. He said his name was Mayhew. He wanted one of my clients to lie under oath. He offered me money. I declined. Any lawyer would. That night, as I was leaving my office, I was attacked. Two men threw a sack over my head, they hog-tied me, and they drove me out into the desert. And when they pulled the hood off, I was kneeling in front of an open grave with a gun pointed at my head. That was my introduction to Walter White. From that moment on, there hasn't been a minute that I wasn't afraid. Yeah, I worked for him. I made a lot of money. But that's not why I did it. I did it because I knew what he would do to me if I refused. Over and over, I thought about going to the police. I even thought about talking to Agent Schrader. But I knew that Walter White would kill me wherever I was. And I was right. You look it up. October 4th, 2009. They murdered 10 men inside 3 prisons in the space of 2 minutes. Knifed. Throats slashed. A man was burned alive. They even killed one of my colleagues, a lawyer. He was cooperating with the DEA. Daniel Wachsberger. The news said Dan was stabbed 48 times. So yeah, when it all blew up, I ran, but not from the police, from them. Walter White might be dead, but Jesse Pinkman and the others, they're still out there, somewhere. Mrs. Schrader, you are looking at a man who has lost everything. My profession, my family, my freedom. I have nobody. I have nothing. And you think jurors are gonna buy that? One. All I need is one.
17. After sentence has been imposed on the counts to which defendant pleads guilty, as agreed herein, the government will move to dismiss counts 3 through 9 of the indictment. 18. Based on the facts now known to the government, the anticipated offense level is 35, which, when combined with the anticipated criminal history category of 1, results in an anticipated advisory sentencing guidelines range of 85 to 90 months imprisonment, in addition to any supervised release, fine, and restitution the court may impose.
7.5 years.
Let's get this thing signed and get the hell out of here.
We're good with that. 19. Term to be served at FCI Butner Low, North Carolina, Wing D. FCI Butner Low. It's a great location, very nice weather. It's the only federal institution with a golf program. It's good enough for Bernie Madoff.
This is an actual request?
Are you kidding? Give you guys half a chance, you're gonna throw me into Gen Pop in some hellhole. I visited a client once at ADX Montrose. The Alcatraz of the Rockies. No, that's a deal breaker, my friend.
FCI Butner, Low, Wing D.
Wing D.
Wing D. And now we are done.
As Steve Jobs used to say, one more thing. 20. During incarceration, defendant Goodman to receive 1 pint Bluebell mint chocolate chip ice cream every Friday for the duration.
Are you kidding? He's kidding.
Bluebell, mint chocolate chip, no substitutions.
Okay, that's it.
Hold on. I can oil everybody's locks.
No more games.
I got a sweetener. It's nothing I've talked about. New arena, primo stuff. Hold up, Bill. Now, wait, you're gonna love this. The Hamlin thing, the government doesn't know the half of it. As soon as we land, I want you to tell the other side that I've got more to trade. Okay, I just remembered something that'll make their toes curl.
Okay, anything that makes their toes curl is bound to jam Kim up if it involves her.
Oh, it involves her.
Kim's already got a civil suit hanging over her head. You give the government more, maybe they bring the hammer down. What more are you gonna get? What's left?
You don't understand. It's really good ice cream.
If he shows up, you keep that door locked. You call the police, and then you call me. Anytime, day or night, okay? Okay. I'll see you Thursday. Let me know if you need me to pick you up. Okay. All our services are free.
Oh, actually, I'm here to see if I can volunteer. You want to volunteer? Yes? Can you answer a phone? Sure. Then there you go. Central Florida Legal Aid, how can I help you? Hello?
Kim,
Yes?
this is Suzanne Erickson.
Hi, Suzanne.
I want to make it clear this call is completely unofficial.
All right.
I shouldn't even be talking to you. But considering everything, I think it's only right you know what's going on. You've seen the news?
I don't think so.
Your ex, Saul Goodman, he was arrested in Nebraska. He's been extradited to New Mexico.
When was this?
2 days ago. But that's not why I'm calling. He's giving testimony that affects you, personally.
What kind of testimony?
It's showtime.
All rise for the Right Honorable Judge Samantha Small.
Court's now in session. Please take a seat. Okay. Item 1 on the calendar, CR 10-7253, United States of America versus defendant has requested to use the name Saul Goodman. So it's United States versus Saul Goodman.
William Oakley appearing as advisory counsel, Saul Goodman appearing on his own behalf. Good morning.
The defendant still wants to represent himself?
That's right, Your Honor.
Okay. The parties have reached a plea agreement satisfactory to both sides. We consider the sentence for a defendant who will be pleading guilty to multiple felonies, RICO offenses, money laundering, conspiracy, accessory after the fact to the murder of federal officers. And for these offenses, the government's sentencing recommendation is 7 years.
Your Honor, I can assure you my colleagues and I gave every aspect of this recommendation careful consideration.
Help me understand. Has the defendant provided substantial assistance to the government?
Your Honor,
Mr. Oakley, please advise your client to stay silent at this time.
Your Honor, with respect, Mr. Oakley is advisory counsel. I'm representing myself here today. If I may say something that I think will help the court fully understand the situation.
Mr. Goodman, you are the beneficiary of the most generous sentencing recommendation I've seen in 22 years on the bench. Any statement you make imperils that recommendation.
I'm very aware of that, Your Honor. If you'll allow me to speak, I think I can save the court's valuable time. 2 years ago, a man came into my office. He said his name was Mayhew. He wanted one of my clients to lie for him under oath. He offered me money. I refused. That night, as I was leaving my office, I was attacked. A bag was shoved over my head. I was hogtied. I was driven out into the desert. And when they pulled the hood off, I was kneeling in front of an open grave with a gun pointed at my head. That was my introduction to Walter White. I was terrified. But not for long. That night I saw opportunity. I shot at big money. And I grabbed it and I held it tight. And for the next 16 months, my every waking moment was spent building Walter White's drug empire.
Hold on, Mr. Goodman, stop right there. Consult Mr. Oakley before you say another word.
Your Honor, I believe the court deserves the whole truth.
You are contradicting your plea agreement's sworn factual basis.
No offense, Your Honor, but I think I know the law here better than you do.
Your Honor, we'd like to request a recess.
No, we do not need a recess.
Your Honor, we are satisfied for Mr. Goodman to continue. Your Honor, I'd like to petition to withdraw from this case.
Denied.
Respectfully,
Not a chance.
I lied to the government about Kim Wexler. I fed him a load of BS about her involvement in Howard Hamlin's murder. I didn't witness any of the murders, but I damn well knew what was happening. I was more than a willing participant. I was indispensable. I kept Walter White out of jail. I laundered his money. I lied for him. I conspired with him, and I made millions. If he hadn't walked into my office that day, Walter White would have been dead or behind bars within a month. And Agent Schrader and Agent Gomez and a whole lot of other people would still be alive. The fact is, Walter White couldn't have done it without me. You got that?
Your Honor, we move to strike Mr. Goodman's comments.
On what grounds?
Speculation.
Speculation? He's testifying to his own actions.
Your Honor, he's describing events that would have transpired had he acted
I
differently.
have one more thing to say.
Sit down, Mr. Goodman.
Please, Your Honor.
Now.
Please,
Your
Will
Honor,
the marshal
the government
please
urges the
remove
court to
Mr.
allow Mr.
Goodman
Goodman to
from the
continue.
podium?
How is that not speculation?
All right, Mr. Goodman. Go ahead.
What happened to Howard Hamlin? It was I can't even. After that, Kim had the guts to start over. She left town, but I'm the one who ran away. And my brother Chuck, Charles McGill. You may have known him. He was an incredible lawyer. He's the most brilliant guy I ever met, but he was limited. I tried. I could have tried harder. Instead, Your Honor, Bill, please, just let me get through this. Instead, when I saw a chance to hurt him, I took it. I got his malpractice insurance canceled. I took away the one thing he lived for, the law. After that, he killed himself.
Saul, orders here. I got you, Saul.
Hi. How did you...
Turns out my New Mexico bar card doesn't have an expiration date.
86 years. Years. But what's good behavior? Who knows?
Okay. So that is the end. That is how it ends, and I feel like it's the perfect ending. He could have got less years, 7 years, but deep inside his soul, he wouldn't be happy. And I think it was necessary for him to confess, to be able to live happily, and which he did. It is the perfect ending. I almost got tears. I got teary eyes. It is difficult with all those wrongdoings. The peace is lost, and now he can live peacefully and happily, knowing that at least he did one thing that was good in his lifetime. He saved his ex-wife, his lover, and it's the perfect ending. The last scene almost made me cry. So what do you think about the ending of Better Call Saul? It is so good. I love it so much. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section. And yeah, that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you are still watching, do subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Till then, please don't forget to take care of yourself. Bye.